Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we are going to take a deep dive underwater and look at how a bass fishing lure gets created. Dave from Ebb and Flow is going to walk us through the creation of the upgrade jig, talk about its uses and how versatile it can be. So got a lot of underwater, a lot of good stuff to look at today, folks at home. Strap up, it's going to be a good one.
Hey guys out there, just wanted to introduce myself. I'm Dave Erdley and the founder of Ebb and Flow Outdoors. I just want to talk to you really quick. We're an emerging company. Worked in the fishing industry a long time. I'm a licensed charter captain. I've worked as a rep. I've worked on distribution side of things. I've worked on the manufacturing side of things. Always kind of been involved in the outdoor marketplace. Even worked in marketing and advertising as well. So my true passion for fishing started when I was 5 or 6 years old probably, and you know, it kind of bit me, and now I've been here as an avid angler and you know, really interested fisherman, you know, ever since. You know, I've fished saltwater, freshwater, I fished the Great Lakes, I fished rivers for trout. I'm just ate up with it, like most of you. So fast forward into the future, a couple years ago, I got let go from a job, and you know, decided that instead of working for all the big manufacturers, maybe I could manufacture something. So I took a look at the numbers, and the number one selling product in pretty much every tackle store or online was a jig head. People could use a jig head that didn't know anything about fishing, or the guys that are on the tournament trail could use a jig head, especially with the new forward-facing sonar. A lot of guys are, you know, fishing ultralight tackle with jig heads and a minnow. So I took a hard look at the jig head and wanted to see if I could make any kind of alteration or change to it to make it perform better. You know, of course, the chatterbait came out a while ago through Z-Man, and it kind of shook things up. Alabama rigs have come out. But as far as the design of the jig head, to me, it all felt like a one-trick pony. Of course, you have jig heads that are just a hook and a lead head. Football style. There's a bunch of different styles. There's hook keepers, there's weedless, all kinds of different things. But as far as the jig head goes, I thought that I could actually improve it and make it a little bit better, or as my wife has said, upgrade it. So that's what I decided to do. I decided to take the normal jig head and just upgrade it. You know, I've got a keel on the bottom of the jig head that helps bounce off of timber, grass, oysters, wherever you might be fishing this. I've got a flange right here past the jig head, like a lot of normal jig heads that are out on the market. This helps for the guys that want to do it yourself. They want to tie their own rubber legs, they want to tie their own bucktails. The biggest problem that I found in the marketplace was that there's great hook keepers, you know, like Death Grip Jig Heads has a great jig head, and they've got an awesome hook keeper, but it starts at the top of the jig head and it extends down. If you try to tie a bucktail on here or a rubber leg jig on here, there's just not enough meat left over on the hook keeper to really hold a bait. All the baits just pull right off. So that's what I designed in my jig head, is to be able to run a bucktail style hand-tied jig with a trailer, and that trailer is not coming off. I'm gonna rip the tail off before I pull the soft plastic off. So that's really what I did. I consider this an innovation to a jig head design. I'm sure other people are gonna probably start to do this, or maybe they've already started to do this, but I didn't find anything on the market that looked like this or that had this kind of functionality anywhere. So the process started 2 years ago. I've tinkered with it. I've messed with the weights. I've messed with the rolling action or the stabilization, destabilization with different kind of trailers. And this jig head right here has literally covered everything. I can fish it on an Alabama rig. I can tie a bucktail to it. I can put a bucktail and a trailer together. I can tie a rubber leg jig on here. A lot of you guys like to fish rubber leg jigs, so I can tie a rubber leg jig and have enough hook keeper left over for a soft plastic like this. And so, I just feel like this is a game changer. It truly is an upgrade. I've got other varieties coming out. This is an underspin I'm messing around with. This is a super ultra lightweight hook design. Let's like 3/32 of an ounce. It falls super slow. This could be a great Alabama presentation. So that's exactly what I've done. I've just come out with a new version of, a normal jig head. And so that's what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to provide those guys with multiple different options in one package, and to keep them on the water a longer period of time. If they put a trailer on these baits, it is not coming off. That was the biggest feedback that I got with every other hook on the market, every other jig head on the market. If I tied a bucktail, if I tied a skirt to it, I just didn't have enough hook keeper to keep the bait on. Same thing holds true if I put a soft plastic or any kind of trailer on this type of jig head, your normal ball head jig head, the baits weren't staying on. So that's what I really focused on, was creating a single product, a new jig head design that I could scale out with underspins. I could scale out as a chatterbait. I could scale it out to a spinnerbait. I could go ultra lightweight for fly fishing guys and for ultralight spinning tackle applications like forward facing sonar, or I could make it heavy. This is the 1 ounce version. I should be coming out with a 3 ounce version soon for like your snook, offshore redfish, cobia guys. That was it in a nutshell. The upgrade jig by Ebb and Flow Outdoors is just a new innovation to an old design. It's, jig heads are in every single store across the market. I'm hoping to have a little bit of placement in some of your local stores, and I'm hoping to attract your business on my own Shopify site, ebbandflowoutdoors.com. And if you like what you've seen here, come check us out. We're going to be scaling this business out. It truly is a multi-purpose jig head, and I think that we've got something unique on the marketplace. I'm not saying to stop using the jig heads that you're currently using, or to abandon other products like Ice Strike or Death Grip or Blue Water Candy or any of the companies that you're currently fishing, because there's enough room for everybody to play in the fishing market. I'm just hoping that consumers see that this particular jig head serves multiple different purposes, and I hope that you try them out.
Guys, hope you enjoyed getting the background on the Ebb and Flow upgrade jig today, and also getting an understanding of how fishing lures are created. Dave's got a lot of knowledge. If you want to get your own upgrades, head over to ebbandflowoutdoors.com, snag them there. Give us a like, subscribe, let us know what you want to see on the future in the channel. Thanks for hanging out with us today, guys. We'll see you next time.